Vibrate. Vibrate higher.
That sounds like a singing jingle thing for a vibrating this thing for women.
Vibrate higher. Your virgin gets to do nights. Take your pussy to heaven and vibrate higher.
Vibrate. Vibrate higher.
Speak to your doctor before usage.
That's guiding. That's guiding.
Yo, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and dogs, rodents and other small insects. Welcome to Eloquently Saying Nothing. This is episode number 4. I am your host, the gracious and very dark Stavros Boss. Welcome. Let's see who else we have in the room.
This is Mr. Wolf in the house, drinking a beverage of sorts, and it is a J2O, but I would prefer a Guinness. A Nigerian Guinness, and I can't take it because I'm going to work early in the morning, and it just don't work.
Did you say take it?
Yes, he's a Nigerian, and I wanted to say that as well. Only Nigerians use the word take when you're talking about having something to either drink or eat. What would you take?
I'll take it.
So aggressive.
How is it a tasty beverage of some sort? It's just a tasty beverage. There's no salt to it.
Because I'm not enjoying it how I should. You know.
How should you enjoy it?
I want it to be colder and to be alcoholic.
Jeez. What's going on, people? It's 2 of 4. Or 4 of 2. What you gonna do? It's the Black Parker. We're coming here for you.
The things that are happening is really strange. The things really need to rearrange. Them I live like them are strange. Them say, ay. Simple Simon's in the place. Blessed be unto one and thee. Yes.
That was bad, man.
Yo, Wahala is in the place, and my advice to all people is do not trust a person that doesn't like moi moi, because it's most likely they're a witch. I believe this to be true, and I believe it to be gospel. I believe it should be in the Bible, and I believe that every Nigerian should understand that a man or woman that doesn't like moi moi is a witch.
Is there anyone here that don't like moi moi? You bastard witch!
Are you gonna tell me you don't like moi moi? Simple.
It's not that I don't like it.
God.
It's just that it's one of those things where
like
if you told me that there was no moi moi, I wouldn't feel any way about it. It's like it's just one of them. I can take it or leave it. Believe.
I hope a rat chews off your hair in your sleep.
But why does it? Why does it have to be?
Because moi moi is special. Me and you have been British for a very long time, you know. And then I said something that moi moi is not the king of all foods.
I'm not saying it's not, but I'm just like I'm not gassed about it, innit? It's just moi moi, innit? It's just moi moi. It's just one of them things. What can I say?
Do you not understand the delicacy of moi moi? The process it takes to make such a God-gifting food.
Is there anyone here?
No, hold on. I'm gonna bait you. What's the process, bro?
I don't know.
I was about to ask. Is there anyone that knows the actual process of making moi moi?
Yes, yes. Stavros can make moi moi.
You can make moi moi?
Yeah. Tell us, bro.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm not saying that I don't, but
Explain.
because there's many people out there in podcast land that hasn't got a clue what moi moi is.
No.
So,
quick. Give me the summary version.
Are you trying to say none of you know how to do
fast.
moi moi?
No, give me the summary
Quick fast,
version.
Darren.
I know how to make moi moi, but I just don't know how to explain how to make moi moi.
Give me the summary version. I just want to hear the summary version of how to do it.
Mr. Wolf's got to write it down.
No, I'm not.
Step by step.
What you do is you get beans, black eyed beans. Benny. Okay. And you shell them.
Yes.
Guys.
Uh-huh.
So you shell and peel them, however you want to.
Them.
And then you wash them. Gani.
All right. And then you blend them.
Gani.
All right. So you blend it, and it's now becomes a watery, orange-ish watery paste.
That is correct.
Benny.
All right. Now you wrap it, and there's different ways of wrapping it. The traditional way is in a leaf.
The leaf.
This
I
guy
don't
has
have-
put no seasoning, no nothing, no.
You
This
have-
thing
hold
inside.
on,
You
hold on.
Made it like a
no
Ghanaian.
corned beef for nothing.
Hold on. Have I finished? Have I finished?
You was looking to wrap it, brother, and throw it in.
No. Can you let me finish?
Oh, yeah.
Can you let me finish? Okay, but all right, and I'll take that on board. But because I put egg
in mind, boiled egg,
Okay.
and with that you would put it individually inside the packages that you wrapped it in. Now I don't do it in leaf. We do it in. Back in the day, I used to have to make pockets of cling film. Yeah,
Foil.
Sorry, not cling
It's the
film.
original.
Foil. But nowadays with the easy like Chinese takeaway foil packets, you pour it in there, and then you take your maybe 2 pieces of boiled egg and you put it inside the
Or
pot.
meat
Yeah.
chicken, or little chicken
No,
in
but
there.
real talk, I still haven't heard 1 ounce of seasoning going
No, but you
into
put
it.
seasoning. Okay, but what do you?
What seasoning are you putting into my mind?
What do you mean? What do you mean? What season do you put?
Yeah.
in the
Ah,
Okay, so
Ghanaian has influenced your
Hold on,
life.
what seasoning are you putting into my mind?
So every season you put thyme, you can put chicken seasoning, you can put all-purpose, all the seasoning that you put into stew, you put into moi moi. What are you talking about?
Right.
You don't know. I don't know why we even let this one talk like he knows how to go in the kitchen.
How dare
This
you.
got married and sitting in the front row like he said, like he knows how to cook.
He's
something.
making it the Ghanaian
if
way.
I,
Listen,
if I didn't know,
listen,
if
you
I didn't
season
know
out.
your wife, if I didn't know our wife, I could have mistaken you for being with a Tris.
Listen, I was. Wow. Okay, right, and fine. So,
Nah, you must season it up.
Nah, this cease and desist, bro. Cease and desist.
it's not like it's chicken, and you're telling me
Cease
that
and
like I
desist.
haven't seasoned the chicken. You can cook this
Stavros.
without seasoning, and it still taste nice.
No,
Everybody's
it would
lost
look,
faith
it would
in
look
you, you know
like
that.
moi moi, but it won't taste like.
Everybody's lost faith in
And
you,
by the way,
Stavros.
I think that you should get the leaves. And
Bay
put
leaves?
it in there.
Like, when you make it in the
wrap
leaves.
it,
Nah.
it's got that authentic taste. You don't know, innit?
Mr. Wolf, when you put it in the leaf, it is better than most things in life. There's certain things that I like better than you. Ooh. Moi moi is one of them, and my mum's stuffing that she does for Christmas. I like better than most of my brethren. And I've known you for a long time, but me and the moi moi and stuffing have known each other longer. And that's all you need to know. It's a beautiful thing, it's special, and it's in the leaf. It's the best thing ever. And anybody that don't like moi moi is a witch. I've said it, and I want to. I will continue to say
Like
it.
simple Sam, I think this might be a cultural thing, you know.
Why you think that? What Igbo that thing?
Yeah, I think it might be a cultural thing because
You can't trust Igbos.
we eat moi moi, but it's like it's not like you're talking about it like it's a delicacy, like it's special. Oh my god! And like,
Alright, what's your special thing then? What's the things that the Igbo eats that everybody's crying?
Igbo makes soup. We make something called
Out of sadness.
what do you mean soup out of sadness?
I'm just asking.
Soup out of sadness. Soup out of sadness.
Crying in the soup
You lot are not serious.
Like sweet rice, but just
Nah.
with bitter tears.
yeah, exactly, yeah.
In Igbo
Are you
land.
talking about sweet rice?
Sweat
rice.
Sweat rice.
Sweat
I'm
rice.
sure it's sweat rice.
Hold on, I still want to know what the Igbos are making. Go on.
Oh yeah.
So we
we'll come
make
back to
soups.
sweat rice.
Yeah. So like a goosey soup.
If you ever said the way you was about to say before.
I gotta say a goosey soup. Yeah.
Whose soup is it actually? Because I'm trying to find out whose soup it is because is it the Igbo land soup or is it that's a Niger soup? Because what is the
It's not a Niger
because
soup.
Igusi, where is it? What is that? What does that mean?
No, you have to understand something. What I'm saying to you, yeah, is Yoruba don't make soup.
Who told you Yoruba don't make
You
soup?
don't make soup.
Of course we make soup.
Nah, bruv. Do you add stew to everything?
No.
Yes, you do.
No, because we make soup sometimes.
What kind of soup do you
You
make?
make a bono and a goosey same like you lot.
Pepper.
No, you're.
Pepper, what's it called? With bitter leaf? What do you mean?
You're-
Iwedu.
you're-
You know Iwedu? Have you know Iwedu?
I know
Have you seen Iwedu?
I know Iwedu.
If you know Iwedu, then you know something has happened in your life.
You ready? My
Y'all
mum
been
makes that.
y'all been cleansed.
We make
and perished.
egg bankoko.
Which one is that one? It sounds like a Ghanaian stew.
Shut up! That's not even a stew. You know,
How about the?
it's a cocoa
Is
yam.
it-
It's a cocoa yam.
As a yam.
It's a cocoa yam based dish. Yeah.
Okay, what is it? I
So
want
the
to know this stuff because I need to know. Because to be honest, I don't really know Igbo land's movements when it comes to the kitchen apart from the soup. So you're dropping some extras for me now.
Yeah.
Before we just continue, let's say that at the table we have Nigerians, a mix of Yoruba and Igbo, and the Igbo gentleman, Simple Simon, is basically talking about his style of food as opposed to Yoruba. So just in case you didn't know what Igbo is, it's a Nigerian tribe.
Igbos.
Yes. So
Do you know Eddie Kako?
And it can cook, yeah, but that's not Igbo. Like, so here's the thing,
I
right?
thought that was an Igbo thing.
No, here's the thing, right? So, I don't know if you know the geography of Nigeria, yeah? But as far as like culinarily is concerned,
Delta.
it's not even Delta. It's them people in Calabar, yeah? Calabar people are like, if you like, they're the cuisine of Nigeria. And I'm not saying that because of anything other than it's the truth. Like, if a Calabar woman cooks for you, it's over. Game over. You die. and go to heaven and come back.
I'm gonna drop something when I'm gonna speak about that in a minute. But Karen, go and say what you're saying.
So Igbo land is next to Calabar, so we learned some of the stuff from them. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? And they're like right between. So there's Igbo land, then there's Calabar, and then before you know it, you're in Cameroon, and that border there is where like the culinary stuff goes down. So Eddie Kanko is a Calabar dish, and if they make edit for you from down there, hey,
I think I've tasted that.
Seriously,
Anyway.
on a level though, because you dropped something in there where you said that if a Calabar woman makes you a food, like it's the end of your life and you're going from death to heaven and back and all that stuff there, yeah.
yes.
How important is it to you as a man that your missus can be able to drop a certain food? Like, how important is it to you? Like, if she does everything, like she's very career driven, she's a beautiful woman, she's very smart, she's intelligent, she if you got children, she looks after the children fantastically, like everything else, but when she gets to the
Does she have bottom?
she has everything. But when she gets to the kitchen, she makes white rice with water. Like, that's what she adds as the stew. Like, she just gives you white rice and then puts water on top to soften it or whatever. You know what? And then adds pepper. Like, I don't know. Like, that's what she does. Like, I don't know. So she gives you white rice, adds water, and says, "Look, that's just to soften it, son. So it tastes nice. It goes down nice."
Why is she calling her partner son?
I don't know, brother.
Is the partner Eddie Tracy?
I don't know. No, it's a whoever it is. It's whatever
Mr.
you
Wolf,
want.
Mr. Wolf.
Listen,
Speak
yeah,
on it.
yeah.
Speak on it.
You know
because we know what this man is about.
Say stuff. What am I about? Go on.
Mr. Wolf is about his food. He's about his business. I mean, when different people show their love in different ways. Recently, my nephew bought a whole pot of rice from Brighton.
No.
Is it Brighton?
It is Brighton.
Yeah.
I want you to explain better because you like to put things too literal. The man brought not just a whole pot of jollof rice in Brighton. He brought it in his duffel bag.
He took
Like it
a
was
train.
money.
Yeah.
You know how they carry money in a duffel bag? Like it's the most
Like
important
his
thing.
drug money.
He put a whole pot of jollof rice in a bag to bring to his grandma to give to her, and then when he thought maybe he might not reach the hospital, he said, "I wish I brought a spoon." So he could eat it on the train.
And now my nephew is a man who loves his food. So food is the way he displays his love as well, because he loves it. This is how he gives it out.
So talk about love languages here. Yeah?
Yes, love languages. I learned this before I got married. This was part of the course.
I think I see
So,
said nephew eating food on the train.
It was the tube.
The tube,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
And when I saw that, I said, yes. Because I would do the same.
So
I don't
Mr.
do
Wolf is of this silk. He was of this ilk.
100%.
Yes,
You know,
take out the S.
there's some people who haven't got the passion for food. You know, I like to go out and taste different things, but when that term of the quickest way to your heart is through your belly, is that it?
Yeah,
For your stomach, yeah.
Yes, that's me.
I've got a
If
gross
you
question
can
to ask.
cook for me, and if you can do something special in the kitchen, if you can throw down, trust me, ask me anything.
Can you cook
I'll get
yourself?
it. I'm alright. I can cook a little bit, but I'm not great. I don't really enjoy cooking like some men do or like some women do, but I like to be fed. And I will say it as a Nigerian man, I don't business. I like it when a woman cooks for me, and I like it when she has passion to cook for me, and I like being fed.
Can I ask
One
you,
time.
Can I ask you a question?
Oh yeah.
When she brings you, the pounded yam
Yeah.
and the soup or stew, if she brings you water alongside it to wash your hands,
She is a correct woman.
And with a touch of fairy liquid inside.
like I don't want you, because I know there's a lot of people out there saying, "Oh my God, these men are asking their women to come and bring them something to wash their hands." I don't care what you think about it. In Nigeria, that's how it goes down. It don't have to be a woman. It could be the child. It could be whoever's bringing you that food. But once you have completed that meal, if you're of a certain stature, they will bring you the water to wash.
And
your
it's not
hands.
just back home, you know.
You don't
There's
have to
many
get
a
up.
woman here, Wahala, that will do that for their men.
Of course they will do
and
that
I
for
will
them.
applaud them for that.
Okay, the question was put. You meet a woman, she's ticking all the boxes, but she's a poor cook. What do? Can you move forward with that? Is that all right? Fair enough. She ticks all the other boxes, no problem.
It's a problem. I won't lie, but if she is showing effort,
she can't cook. She's never gonna be able to cook. This woman can't cook. Let's not try and. There's a hurdle and we can jump over it. This hurdle cannot be jumped over. You're tripping.
Help every situation,
you're tripping.
man.
You either have to learn to cook yourself.
Hypothetically speaking, then.
Yeah, hypothetically, she can't cook.
She won't cook.
Either she won't or she can't.
I'll say more she can't than she won't.
Yeah.
She has the effort to try and put in, but it's just like
she's
everything is Ghanaian basmati.
Oh no! Are we talking that she can be conditioned to cook?
No,
Stavros is being quite hard.
No,
man.
what Stavros is saying is that she can't learn. Yeah,
It's not happening.
it's not happening.
Well,
Are you gonna be with this woman?
If she's ticking 9 out of the 10 boxes, then it will be very difficult for me. But we will get past it somehow with prayer.
Man said he'll get past it with prayer.
Simple.
Yeah. I could still be with her, but it would be difficulty.
Mm-hmm.
It not even difficult. You know what it is? It's not so much for me. It's for the chilling.
Yeah.
It's for the chilling. That's what it's for.
So you can't
like
you
a
can't
proper
cook.
slave.
My dad said chicken.
It's for the chilling. It's the chilling.
You can't do it for your children.
No, it's the chilling that you have to worry about. I'm fortunate in the sense that I've got like a good network of women in my
Why do you have to
family.
worry about them? I'm confused.
Because the child learns how to do these type of things from their mum, maybe.
But I said before though.
Not necessarily.
Exactly,
That's
but
that is.
I said
that's
before
the guardian,
they're a good parent, so they're very very good parent. So I suppose are we saying that if she can't cook, that makes her less of a parent?
I'm not saying it makes you less of a parent. I'm saying that skill gets passed on, as far as I know, from the women in your family. So, and the closest woman to your child is your mum.
It's very important.
It's quite important. But again, like I said, I'm fortunate in my family. I have a decent network of women that know how to throw down in the throwdown. So, but that would be the problem that I'd have. Call it a chauvinist or whatever you like. I'm just being real with
Web
you.
slinger.
I think it's normal. I get what you're saying.
It makes you 100% of a woman if you can cook. If you can't cook, you're not 100% of a woman.
Why do you have to be you?
It's the truth.
No,
this
come
is,
on.
in my eyes, it's the truth. If you can't cook, you got issues in your life.
Can your missus cook?
Yeah.
All right, then, as a man, what is it that you...
It's not even that. My missus loves meat. She's a meat connoisseur.
You can love it and not be any good.
No,
at
she can
making
cook.
it.
She can throw the hell down.
That's it.
All right, simple. I think you're gonna drop something, but let's answer the question first.
It's not a big deal for me. I can overlook
You
that.
don't care. I know you don't care.
I'm not as
Just
big a
don't
food.
care.
I'm not as big a food person as other. I like trying different things and whatnot, and trying new stuff. And whenever I go to countries, I'm more adventurous than the average person. But if we can't cook pretty well, it's not gonna kill me. But my wife did one of the things that grabbed me was her cooking, because she is very good. Fortunately for me.
So, Websy, I want to ask you something real quick. Yeah, you made a statement about what completes a woman, and saying that not being able to cook somehow incompletes a woman.
Yes.
What is the male equivalent of that?
Do you want to marinate on that while I answer the question?
Sex.
I was about to say, if you can't throw down in the bedroom, innit?
Boy, so okay, let me answer my question and come back, because I haven't answered the question. So I would say that as I'm a bit like Stav, I can cook for myself, so it's not the biggest deal whether or not she can cook. But also like Stav, my wife cooks very well, so I'm happy with that at home. She cooks that for me when I need to, and when she cooks it, I'm happy. So I'm not gonna say it's not something that I don't find a massive turn on and whatnot, but I can cook for myself, so it's not the be all end all. But I would prefer it if my missus could cook. But let's now go back to the bit that my man Web Stinger said. So you're saying that food and sex are the two things. So women is food and men is sex. And you know what? As much as it sounds so bush and raw, I think a woman would probably agree with that. I think a woman herself will probably say, you know what? If a man can't sex me well, I don't understand why he's even about. In fact, I was reading about that the other day. I saw an image it was an image, yeah. I'll give you like a visionary of what it was. It was a caricature of a big bottom woman, yeah, right? Pointing at a man's penis that didn't look like it was as big as the woman's bottom, like saying, what can you do with this? And as a man, I came to back here and I said, look, This man could try it. He can. He's ambitious out here. He can do things that maybe we don't understand. Maybe he can part the cheeks. I was backing it for the cause, and then the women came on there and just scattered it. It was like, if you are coming with this to my house, just go home. They were saying such things as, they put up pictures of a man hugging a woman's top half and the bottom half is running away because there's no point her bottom half even being there because the penis can't do nothing. It was deep. They scattered it, and it was this caricature. Now imagine if this is real life. So I got a feeling that women will probably agree.
Damn.
Okay. Women, check us on our socials at ESN Podcast and let us know, because on the Twitter, the Instagram and whatnot, let us know if it is important that a man throws down, if that is the most important part. Because I would say some women say he has to provide. I think women would say provision.
Let's ask all of us what we'd all say. So you're saying provisions, Dan?
For women?
Yeah. You think it's more than the tinting?
Yeah.
So you think that all these waste men that are still more true?
I think in public they'll say provisions is a man needs to provide for me, with me and our family. Maybe in private to their girls they might say, I just wanted to sound like I was sensible, but really if he's rubbish and bad, he knows. But I'm gonna say provisions. I'm sticking with provisions.
Okay, so you think that because it's almost the same way. So
I said provisions, man.
No, but I'm saying, so if a man can't provide, it's the same thing as what we were saying with the cooking. So if the man was 9 out of 10 things perfect, everything was perfect, but he just couldn't provide. I think it'll be alright.
The man looks nice. He throws down in the bedroom. He's cool with the family and whatnot, and he seems to be a good father material and whatnot. But he cannot provide. He's always broke. Maybe for lack of trying, or he's just lazy. One of the two, I don't know. But he's got no money. You can see down the line, this man is not going to be able to look after me and the family financially. You can be a good dad. Yeah, he's taking them to the park or whatever, but he can't take them nowhere else because he has no money to take them to the theme park. He can only take them to the free park. So
every park is a theme park.
Exactly,
it's imagination.
So I think a woman will look at that and eventually she'll say, you know what? I don't think I want to be with this guy anymore.
I think it depends on the woman.
Yeah, there's different types of women.
There are some stay-at-home dads that I know. You understand?
Stay-at-home dad is different. I think it's a bit different. They choose to stay at home as opposed to they can't go out and do anything.
Someone who cannot provide and keep a job will eventually become a stay-at-home.
Wow,
it's true, isn't it?
So all the fathers out there that are stay-at-home, that is what Mr. Wolf said. Stavros is not saying that.
No. I'm saying in the case of the man who cannot provide. In the case of the man who can't keep a job.
No, Mr. Wolf, you said every man that stays at home with his child is a waste man. That's what you just said.
Wow.
That's what you just said.
These guys that cannot provide and can't hold down a job, they will have children because they're good in the bedroom and they will become stay-at-home dads. Bottom line. So, but for me, I think that women, I really don't think that if a man ticks 9 boxes and then he can't provide, I really don't think that a woman is looking to stay with this guy.
So you do think that provisions is better than sex? Or
provision is more important, without a shadow of a doubt.
Simples?
I think it has to do with what the woman's intention for you is. If it's long-term relationship...
Long-term, we're only talking about long-term.
If you're talking about long-term relationship, I think it's possible that your sex can be whack, but you be a provider and everything else, and she'd be cool with that. I don't think you can be a whack human being with great sex and keep somebody in a long-term relationship.
So because you can't provide, does that make you a whole whack human being?
What because you can't
financially provide? That's what I'm talking about.
You can't keep a job.
No, it's not about keeping a job because you don't necessarily have to work for someone. You could be doing your own thing or what have you.
You can't do anything.
But yeah, if you can't do for me, you've got to be able to survive, innit?
Damn, man.
And if you can't provide,
if I lose my job, I ain't coming to you, man, for consolation. Damn, man.
No, but I know.
Stavros, you're a whack human being. You're like,
no, but that's
get out there and make some money.
There's a difference between.
Get out there, make some money.
There's a difference. There's a difference between you losing your job and you long term not being able to make any money. Because I'm not saying you have to work. I'm saying
Web Slinger and Wahala. Can you answer this? And then I got something to say about that.
My own.
That's what I said. Answer.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say probably for me is probably
no. Listen.
Ambition. If you're not ambitious, That's their number one thing. That's their number one. We're always here for a woman.
Stavros is telling every woman now, if you're saying that you want an ambitious man, if that is very high up on your list of priorities in a man, then go jump off a cliff or something, man.
No, he's not ambitious. He's got everything.
It's a nonsense.
But he doesn't want anything.
Because what you're
more.
saying is that you want a man that he isn't yet.
He's never content as well.
Yeah.
The man's never content. You never want a man that's content. You always want somebody that wants more. And then eventually he'll want more than you. And then you'll be complaining.
So, there's two...
Because they will find
There's
better
two ways
than
of
you.
looking at this. I'll be very quick because Websling hasn't answered the question. If you say you want a man with ambition, what you're saying is, one, I want a man that's not happy with what he is and who he is, which is fine. You can say, I've always wanted to progress. Yeah, two... Well, which goes to what Wahala was saying, that at some point he's not going to be happy with you then, because he's always looking to go forward. And then two, what you're saying is that whoever you are now is not who I'm falling in love with. It's not who I'm having a relationship with. It's not who I see myself with. I see you as a 6 or a 7 or wherever it is, and I see the 10 in you. This is the ambition they're talking about. I see the 10 in you, and that's who I'm going out with.
I'm in love
and
with the potential.
If you don't reach that number 10 or that potential, then all of a sudden you become less of the man that I fell for. And this is why I say you need to jump, because if you meet somebody, take them for who they are, what they are, and deal with that. Don't say, I know you're going to be X, Y in the future, so that's what I'm going out with. I know you have these plans, so that's what I'm nah. Because because what you might find is that this man doesn't reach those levels, even if he is ambitious, because he might be ambitious and flop. And then what? So now you can't be with the ambitious man that is not successful in anything because he's still ambitious. No, you don't want him because he's ambitious. You want him because you think he's going to do something. So that's dreamland. So I hate that. Sorry, Webbs, go ahead.
Anyway, yeah, I have to co-sign with what Stav said. It's on paper and in public, women will say, yeah, I want the security and him to look after me. But behind closed doors, it's the throwdown. Simple as that.
I don't know a woman that could be happy and content not getting good sex for their holiday life.
No, of course not.
They will eventually find one roughneck.
They will go find Tyrone.
One that brings out the belt and thing.
Yeah, but you've got a lot of these women that books guys and go for the rich billionaires or millionaires.
What does books mean again? Remember, I'm an old man. I don't.
It's
know.
when a woman goes for a man and his money.
Yeah, but they still go and sleep with the next man.
Yeah, but the point is that they may be in a long time relationship and even marriage with certain men just by their status and by their money. So they don't really care about the sex because, like you say, they can
They'll go get it from someone else. Yeah,
down the road or to.
Let's just stick with Tunde. I like that. You said Connor.
Kola is flowing down.
Okay, right. And so I think to wrap up, what us men are saying on behalf of the women is that you want everything. You want the sex and the financial security. Because if you don't get one or the other, you're gonna find it from somewhere else.
Oh, it's 2017. That's not the truth, man. Some of these women is independent.
Men just want the food,
and they don't want no one.
And just for you women that are listening, like, we need a woman's point of view. At some point, we will have some women on this on this show. We will have guests on the show, and we will have women. So
we will have women.
They will be
one of these
from
days.
Nigeria.
Wow. Simple Simon just left the building. I'm out here.
Mr. Wolf said we will get the house girl from Nigeria.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And she will talk on the mic.
Tola, come and say something.
Hey, that's my cousin's name. Anyway,
Mr. Wolf has brought up a topic that he would like discussed. It's as we all know, as this is coming out, Trump has been inaugurated now, I believe.
he's been elected president.
No, he's been elected long time, but he's been inaugurated, I believe.
Yeah, probably.
So we're recording this before he's been inaugurated, but I believe once he heard this, he would have been. And there are certain people that are saying that because of Trump's rhetoric whilst campaigning to be president, and campaigning to be the leader of the conservatives, you know. Well, it is the Conservative Party of America, the Republican Party,
yeah.
but it is the Conservative Party of America. Before you start laughing, they should never, ever, ever parlay, co-sign, talk with, discuss, sit down at a table with Mr. Trump. You should never do any business with Mr. Trump if you are Hispanic, if you are black, and if you are female, because the things he said about you were derogatory And now, even though he's president, you shouldn't mix with him. I think one of the big issues was what's the comedian? Like Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey, who mocked, let's say, he mocked Trump throughout his campaign. Once President Trump won, all of a sudden he sat down with Trump upon his request to deal with the urban housing situation, which is being headed by what's my man's name? The very slow. He was trying to be the Republican candidate, but he's the black dude, the doctor, the brain doctor. He's actually a brain surgeon.
I forgot his name.
He's a nonsense man. He's a brain surgeon. Can you imagine? But anyways, he's now going to be heading up the urban business, housing business, and he brought on Steve Harvey to assist him. Now, what's happening is people are. You say apparently.
Yeah, we'll see.
No,
apparently,
that's what's happening.
We will see in the future what happens.
So basically, there's people, including one of Steve Harvey's
good
friends, and they did a show together which sold out all over the USA. The Kings of Comedy. Yeah, D.L. Hughley has put out a video saying basically you shouldn't mix with Trump.
Is it Hughley?
Yeah.
Or Hughley?
I believe you pronounce the H. I mean the G.
Hughley,
well, that's what I've heard it. You pronounce the G. But anyways, what are your guys' views on this? I actually want to go first for once.
Go ahead.
I believe that you should sit down and try and work with the powers that be if you want to progress things, if you want things to move forward, and if you want to have things in your favor. There are other ways of doing things, by all means, but if you just say, because Trump is now president and he said and did things that I don't agree with, I am not going to work with him, I'm not going to sit down with him, I'm not going to discuss with him, I just don't think you're going to get any progress with that, because the man is the leader. So it's like saying I'm the head of the house and my children are saying they're not going to come to me for pocket money, but they want money. So what is it you're going to, because daddy smacked me, so I'm not going to him to get something. But if you don't come to me to get it, what are you going to get? You can't get it. You can't get it. So that's how I see it.
Children normally have mothers.
Well,
would you really want Trump's wife to be giving you money?
What's wrong with that?
I don't like that. Maybe the mother's Pence.
Is Ivana the wife now? Is the next wife?
It's the next wife, isn't it? Ivana's gone from time.
It's
She's a foreigner, right? She's a foreigner.
Steve Harvey managed to get a letter wrong with regards to picking the Miss World. This is the man that you lot are bothering to be complaining about.
No, I mean, look.
He obviously tosses and turns a lot, doesn't he? He's the one that wrote Think Like a Man and has been divorced bare time. Listen, as far as I'm concerned, this Steve Harvey is not representing all black people for me. He's representing himself, and he's trying to get involved with politics. The reason why he's getting involved in politics is because obviously being in with the new president is going to be seen to be a good thing. That's just it. Whether or not he should have gone, to be honest, as a British person or a person living in Britain, I don't give a shit, to be honest, that he's gone there. It doesn't bother me. I know why black people are really upset about the fact that he's gone to go and meet Trump. Same way that they're upset about Kanye West going to go and meet Trump as well. But to be honest, as a person, I really don't care. Should he have done it? Probably not. But
why not then? Why not?
Because just to show some sort of solidarity to the other blacks that, you know, we don't want you in power. We don't even want you to even think that we want you around us. And you've told us quite blatantly what you think of immigrants and people like me or people like my ancestors possibly come to this country. So why am I now coming to sit down with you to pretend like you're gonna be listening to me for the sake of listening to me? Like you're not using me as some form of display of saying, look, I speak to black people, I'm okay. It's like the racists that say, look, I go to old Ade's house and I eat some of his rice and peas or his jollof rice. We're all right, but I really do hate John, that black over there. Do you know what I mean? That's what he's doing. He's basically saying, coming to bring Ade to show everyone that he's my brethren. Oh, so, Steve Harvey's my friend. Right. Me and him are cool. And he not only does he have, like, if they have private meetings and it's fine, it's cool. But he doesn't have private meetings. He has meetings and he brings them out to display them. And so look, me and Steve Harvey's had this meeting. We're talking about this, that, and the other.
His offices is in his house, which is in his hotel
in Trump Towers.
Yeah. So once it's a public space.
Yeah, but if you really want to discuss, every time that somebody discusses something with the president, does it always get to the point where they need to be displayed in front of the media?
You know what happened recently? There was he gathered up the heads of the major tech companies And like if your market cap was over X amount of billions or something, then he hired you there. So Apple and Facebook and all them people, he invited them all there, and they all had to go through the lobby of Trump Towers. And apparently there might be some back entrance, because obviously there was a lot of press there, and it's like they didn't catch everyone either going in or catch everyone going out, so they thought maybe there's some sort of back entrance that or something that they don't know about. But basically the majority of people, that because they didn't want to talk, they were trying to go through, but they had to go through. So until he moves into the White House, this is his life.
But did they get presented to the crowd the same way that the blacks were?
No, what I think the difference is that if you decide, you might have a discussion upstairs. Do you want to go downstairs and talk to these people? And they might say yes or no.
Simple, Simon. Let me crash in on this here. Yeah,
Speak on it.
Let me put it to you like this.
It's Ben Carson, by the way.
Everybody's gonna have their agendas. That's for damn sure. Yeah, we know that Trumpy's got his agenda.
Yes.
That's for damn sure. And his agenda,
Trumpy.
his agenda requires him to parade certain people around so that his public profile is. This man is a genius at marketing. I don't give a shit what anyone says. He is bad boy marketing. Yeah, his PR is on point. So what I'm saying is that yes, I'm kind of gonna agree a little bit with Stavros. This solidarity with blacks things, I get what you're saying there, Wahala. But the point here is, if you have an institution of power and you don't have somebody who's in there that can at least hear about what's possibly going to be happening, even if they're not going to do it for the better of all of the other black people, strategically speaking, it's better to have somebody in there who might be getting mugged off or look like they're getting mugged off in the public, but knows what's going on, yeah, in a way that they can affect change, either whether it be just for themselves personally or for their small institution.
Yeah, but he has black people in his.
If no one's in there, then
he has black people
no one knows
already.
anything.
He has black people already. He's just bringing these extra black people just to make it more black.
I hear that. Like I said, there's agendas. So go on.
Sorry, simple. Is it? Are you basically saying it's better the devil you know?
Well, it's whether you like it or not. Yeah. I'm saying that because whether you like it or not, the man's gonna be there for the next 4 years. So what do you do? Do you cross your hands and sulk and say, nah, man's are not backing it, can't be seen with him, I'm not involved in all of that business there and what have you? Exclude yourself from that and live the next 4 years just basically ducking and diving? Or do you take a position where you could possibly get a little bit more information about what's going on, even if you don't get your seat at the dinner table, you know where the crumbs are going to fall, and you can start to build, you can start to plan with that. I'm not saying that that's what Steve Harvey is going to do, but I don't believe that just because you don't like a man's politics and you don't like a man's view and opinion, that you should shut yourself off from what the man's saying, especially if he's somebody who's telling you exactly what he's thinking as well. Nah, bruv, you got to be open to that, boy. You got to hear what's going on.
Mr. Wolf has got a question for Stavros. If there is someone out there that you have a dislike for, someone that you do not like, and you say amongst your friends and maybe publicly about how much you hate them, your distaste for them and what have you, and then they get into a prominent and high position, and then they now call Stavros, come, do you go running to them for the greater good?
If it's for the greater good, then yeah.
This is right. Come on now. Stavros did say he's the one that will sit down with racists.
He did.
Yeah, but he's gonna have a problem with racists.
Can I say that? Yeah, I don't have a problem with racists. Be racist, but this is, you said the greater good. So I'm gonna look at it and I'm gonna micromanage this thing. So let's say it's for my family. Yeah. Okay. So I've insulted somebody, whoever, I don't know who it is, but let's just make it really small. My company is there, and they're in a position that's over there that I never think I'm gonna get. Thought never crossed my mind. But it's a massive bump in pay. I'm not qualified for it, but I'm cussing the manager, cussing him down, cussing him to his co-workers, cussing him to everybody on his team.
Even to his face.
And let's say, and then for some reason he gets promoted, so he's even higher, and he says, I want you to take my spot. And that spot is an extra 30, 40, 50, 60, 70k, whatever it is, some massive amount. And then I'm looking at my family, it's like, this is going to help my family. So I'll have to swallow as long as I don't think he's going to fire me, yeah, I might have to swallow my pride and say, I want my woman now to not have to work. She can stay at home and look after the child if she wants to. She wouldn't, but if she wants to, she can. And I need to provide that security for her. So if I have to swallow my pride and do that job, potentially I might do that. And that's with just me, my wife and my child. If we're talking about the whole nation of what I count as my people, so my massive extended family now. Sometimes you just have to take one up for the team. Like, I have to swallow my pride for the team, and the team is the betterment of particularly my black people. So if this is the actual department that they're going to be dealing with is the U.S. Housing and Urban Development. So urban means black, yeah? So let's deal with that. So we're talking about the projects in America and all this and that. And so, you know, there's people coming in and they're doing all this gentrification. If you can say to me, the person that I've been insulting has now put me in a position where I can assist those people, those poor people, those underprivileged people, and those people getting kicked out of their neighborhoods that they've been there for generations, and I can try and do something about that, then I might just have to take one for the team.
Then I would ask Simple Simon, do you think that there are, or there could be, hidden agendas there?
This is, I was literally about to.
Which is what I said.
I'm thinking,
as long as he's not gonna fire me, because
it's not even the firing. It's not the firing.
But it could,
Imagine, yeah. Because I was just, as you said that, I was just thinking about. I was thinking, all right. So Trump is not. He's not blind. Yeah, he's probably, from what I can see, and I'm just talking about his tweets and those kind of things. Like, he seems to do and pay attention to the things that the general public do and pay attention to. So he would have known that Steve Harvey cussed him out. Potentially, yeah.
100%.
So what I'm saying to you is, if he knows that and he's invited him in, like, the guy he's next level, because he will rescind on stuff that he said and said that he's gonna do. Or he's already done it already. He's made 665 claims of things that he's gonna do already. Yeah, he's not even sitting in the throne properly yet. He's already made them claims. Yeah, and he's gonna rescind on a lot of them. So what I'm saying is, if he gets this man makes it public, everyone sees it, everyone knows about it, puts him in the position and then doesn't give him any funding, it turns into Steve Harvey didn't do anything for the urban housing development. Finish him, and be done.
And Mr. Wolf, actually, I listen to Steve Harvey's radio show. It's on every day from 11 a.m. in this country, and I would say for years he has been cursing Donald Trump in a way that has been so funny, and in other ways that has been so scathing, to the point that I've had to be like, right, this guy's going in. Because we know that Steve Harvey is pally-pally with Barack Obama. He's been to the White House and what have you. So in hearing the news that he went to go and meet Donald Trump, I was shocked a little bit. Like,
he looked embarrassed himself.
He looked embarrassed because when you look at the camera footage, it's like his tail is between his legs and he's like, oh my gosh, have I done the right thing here? And it's not just him that looked like that. Kanye West looked the same. Kanye West looked like...
Kanye West went off his own back.
What the fuck am I doing?
He never got called to go up there. He just went off his own back.
When he was up in the cameras, he looked
He said he would have voted for Trump, though. He said if he was a voter, he would have voted for Trump. Yeah. He said that live on air. I would vote for Trump.
Kanye West went... Steve Harvey went, Dr. Martin Luther King III went, and there was another big famous American football player that went as well. All black influential people that influence people in the black community was there, pushed in the public domain, just like you said.
Can we link this to the people that, like, there was a lot of people that he asked to do his inauguration for, like, to do singing and stuff. And enough people turned him down. Like, so many people turned him down. I think recently, Chriselle Michelle? I don't even know.
Chrisette Michelle.
She said yes, and now she's being blackballed basically by the blacks. So I think she was meant to be something for Spike Lee, and Spike Lee's now told her laters.
That's deep.
So, you know what I mean? It's got to a point now where people are getting blackballed just for even rolling with Trump.
Okay, then Mr. Wolf will say something that was mentioned in the previous podcast that Simple Simon brought up about us, you know, sticking together and trying to make more of a difference on a legal scale.
Yeah.
So maybe this is, you know, Black America trying to tell its people, not over there, over here. Let's try at least to stick together and move forward on this.
No, that's a good point. And I think we should probably heed a little bit more to it. But it has to be collective, like a properly collective thing.
One movement.
And I guess this is probably why D.L. Hughley's so upset, because this man broke ranks.
I guess so.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to get in contact with us, you can follow us at ESN Podcast on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram. Sorry, on Facebook is ESN Podcast with an S. But you can send your questions and comments in to us. And one of those questions was they wanted to hear us talk about the fact that Nigeria was not in the African Cup of Nations. Yes. I'm assuming this was a Ghanaian talking.
Of course it was. And you know what, they've got every right. There's certain things that Ghanaians have every right to ask Nigerians about, right? One of them is the African Cup of Nations and the fact we're not in it. And the second one is why Nigerians like to incinerate meat to the point where if you throw it against the wall, it would actually ricochet and take out people like bullet shells. Like the two things they can say: the bad meat that we cook, because Nigerians cook some messed up meat. I'm not gonna like boiler chicken doesn't need to be the way it is in certain parties. There's times I always say that a man that can, like, the reason why Nigerians are determined as human beings, especially Nigerian men, are determined and get women out and are persistent in life is because they've managed to chew that meat that they've been giving out parties to the very end. Their teeth are solid. They're strong. They're pop because of that meat.
You know, I remember a comedian. It was Africa versus West Indies or Jamaica versus Nigeria, something like that. And Slim, the Caribbean comedian, went up and said, "You know what? Our meat is so soft. It's like so laid back. Our chicken, it just falls off the meat." He went, it just falls off the bone. And Nigerians is like they're breaking your teeth trying to eat the meat. And
I don't know why Nigerians make their meat like that.
I didn't even get it because it was later on in life before I started eating a more succulent style. I'll say a more succulent style of chicken, and I have to say, but it's true, you know.
Everything is
old school, but
it shouldn't be a chore to chew your meat. You get me?
Someone told me the reason why the meat is cooked like that.
Go on, explain.
Because Nigerians have to suffer.
They have to keep it for preservation.
Yes,
yeah, for
because
preservation.
basically you will cook it for as long as you can without burning it to make it stiff and hard.
But they didn't burn it; it just turned back into carbon.
No, but it lasts.
It lasts a lot longer in the heat.
Yeah, but it's not meat anymore; it's transformed.
Mr. Wolf, I could iron, but you know that meat. That's how stiff it is.
But it's
multi-use as well, because if you need coal for the fire, you toss in if you have a whiteboard and you need chalk, black chalk, you use it for there. When you're doing your face paint, you can use it for that. It's a lot of things.
You need a door stop. It will stop the door.
But getting back to the African Nations Cup.
If you're having a flood, you can collect them and put them in the front. It will stop the water from coming through.
Yeah. Going back to the African Nations Cup. To be honest, I don't care Nigeria's not in it. I don't know why. I just don't care. This year I don't care. But next African Nations Cup on the World Cup, to be honest, I care about the World Cup. Next World Cup, with the team that we have packing, we got a Wolby, we got Ian Nacho, right? We got some serious guys like Victor Moses is
Hold on. Last week, episode number 3 of ESN, we went in from beginning to end of that episode on Ghanaians. Now, rightfully so, a Ghanaian has just gently asked us, bro, are you going to talk about how you guys flopped and didn't make the African Cup of Nations?
It was only gentle because it was in English. If it was in Tree, it would have been
What does that mean in English? It means I love you. It means I love you. But no, they gently asked, and you're just sidetracking the issue and saying you want to talk about.
I'm not sidetracking it.
We must talk about why we flopped.
We flopped, and I know we flopped. And you know what? Good for them, because they should know better and do better. But
I'll go.
So hold on, are you saying that on this occasion the Super Eagles were Super Pigeons?
I'm not having this pigeon talk because pigeons run away from. No, in fact, yes, we're calling them pigeons because pigeons run away from bad Matt Jollof. So yes, we're calling them pigeons. But as far as I'm concerned, yeah, we had a bad year or a bad couple of years, and you know what? We didn't make it, and it's not the first time that Nigeria hasn't made it.
It's not.
It's not the first time Nigeria hasn't made it. There's been better times Nigerians haven't made it, but that's because most of them have got their passport already. They don't need to be running off to try to do this stuff.
But I'll tell you what. I mean, the Nigerian national football team has got so much talent in there. Say what you will regarding, ages and stuff. They don't do that no more. But from the under 18s, under 19s, under 21s, all the way through to the senior team, we've got a fantastic team. And the reason why I don't care that much is the reason why Wahala is saying it is because I can see big things coming from Nigeria.
Big things are going.
Big things, rude boy. And it ain't no big thing to me. And I'll tell you this. Ghana better win the thing, you know. You're in it. You better win it.
Joking. Let me segue though off of this Nigeria thing, yeah? So Venus Williams. Notice how I've just made her honorary Nigerian because her sister was named Utonde. Anyway, let's get into it. So
Anne Williams is a common slave name in Nigeria.
is it?
It is. Williams, West, and there's another one I can't remember.
I didn't know.
Williams and West.
I didn't know.
Yes.
Anyway, so last week, I don't know if we mentioned it, but Serena got an engagement proposal, and it was all happy news and stuff for the Williams family last week. 7 days later.
I don't think we did we?
I don't think
we didn't mention it.
it.
I was gonna touch on it, but then you told me what she said was what I thought she said. So
Right, okay, yeah.
I was about to go in on Serena, but
So anyway, last week Serena got engaged or what have you. Yeah, it was good news for her, happy and all the rest of it. 7 days later.
You should see what man is doing with his hand as he's saying that.
I mean, 7 days later, yeah. Australian Open starts. Venus Williams is playing in the Australian Open. Some commentator from ESPN. His name is Doug Adler.
What did he say, bro?
Is he an American?
He's an American. Apparently, he used to play tennis.
What's his name?
Doug Adler.
I don't remember.
Yeah. So he's commentating on the game. That's what you do as a commentator.
He was a nobody because I'm a big tennis man.
Well, this is what I'm saying. I don't know where he's from. He said, and I quote because it upset me that much. Yeah. He said, she misses a first serve and Venus is all over her. Yeah. You see Venus move in and put the gorilla effect on, charging. Now, I don't understand why this. Okay, let me
Call him a muppet.
No, this is eloquently saying nothing. Let me use eloquent language to describe this man. This scrotum lint, toss target, comes on national TV on a sports channel and says that about a woman.
And Stavros would dine with this guy.
I like the fact that we're back in Serena.
Why did you just bring my name into it?
Of course, you got back.
We're back
you
in
don't
Venus.
mind
We don't really back Venus the same way that we back Serena.
Nah, you got back.
And we got back Venus. Well, so to be honest,
Venus needs more back like Serena before we can back
Oh, come on, man.
Unity. Anyway,
Cold blooded.
we wanted.
It's going down, bitches.
With regards to that,
The milk's
right,
gone bad.
it's like they're always looking to compare these two to some form of beast.
This is my problem. Always doing it. And the thing about it is now he's done now. Like this is what's interesting about it. Yeah, you know we mentioned Black Twitter last week, and everyone knows what Black Twitter is around the table. Yeah, so here's a joke now. The people that have been in out because it's been all over Twitter, but I haven't seen anything from Black Twitter. So it's just Twitter that is talking about it.
Has this guy been reprimanded?
Which is to my surprise. That's what I'm saying. They got at him on Twitter. White people were getting at him on Twitter.
But how about his company that he's working for?
I haven't heard no statement from ESPN. He's put out an apology.
Oh, so he's apologised like they normally do. Yeah,
he's put out an apology saying that he never meant anything offensive by it. He didn't even mention racist, offensive by it or what have you. And he, hopes that people understand that he was talking about that. He even tried to change it, not even gorilla as in the animal, but gorilla as a tactic.
He's a bastard.
Yeah, exactly.
I think if for any white people listening to this show, unfortunately for you, because of what your people have done, you cannot compare a black person to an animal, in particular an ape, and you cannot do any blackface at all. This is your life now. From when you're born, somebody should teach you that in school. These are two things you just cannot do, otherwise you're getting it. You're getting it. Fam.
I don't care if you're in the nursery and you put mud on your face by accident, you might get slapped. No blackface, no staff face.
Oh my gosh.
So guys, what are your views on Venus being called a gorilla? Is it that big a deal to you?
I think it's Webster. I think her style of playing is just ferocious. So they were just giving it like that.
This is Venus, we're not talking about Serena.
I know, but the sister will follow the sister.
She's the older sister.
And then the style is ferocious.
So you're saying that Venus is ferocious, so they call her a gorilla, and you're cool with that?
I just think it's a very loose way of...
Harambe.
Harambe, man. Harambe, R.I.P., brother.
No, ironically, this is the joke. Ironically, Harambe's grandmother died today as well.
So what, that got to be mixed with Serena or Venus?
I don't know. This person mentioned gorilla and Harambe's Just a bit. Just a bit.
Harambe keeled over.
Trust me.
You compared my people to Venus.
Nah, Venus.
But what is the gorilla effect? Have you ever heard that before?
I've
As a
never heard that
description?
one
Never
before.
heard it
The
before.
gorilla
And it just
effect
happens to
on.
be in that country where they like to abuse every type of ethnicity that's not white as well.
I'm sorry, I just have to bring it to the table because it upset my soul.
Should I know who Harambe is?
It's Harambe's the ape that got shot, the gorilla that got shot.
Oh,
That it came more about than most of the Black Lives
So
Matter.
it's that deep, you know. No, it's good because if I mention maybe one of the people that got shot by police,
Yeah.
man, I remember
So
that.
you, you could put somebody like Eric Gardner and Harambe next to
Did you
each
call him
other.
Gardner?
Isn't it Eric Gardner?
Ghana.
Gardner.
I thought it was Eric Gardner.
No, 2 syllables.
Okay, whatever. If you put him next to Harambe,
Harambe. This man changed up the name now.
I'm just kidding.
Hasbro.
Harambe. They will tell you, most people will probably know Harambe more than they might even know the Eric guy.
It sounds like a Mexican Western TV show, but
Harambe!
Hola.
All right, so we're winding down. Let's just do some little quick things. Soldier Boy versus Chris Breezy. What are your guys' views on this? I don't see, because some people have said that they're having a boxing match because they've been having some sort of dispute on social media, whatever it is, and so to sort it out, they're having a boxing match.
for charity.
I don't know if it's for charity.
They
I'm
bet.
not sure.
I'll be honest with you, Simple Simon. I'll be honest with you. This might be a very interesting way to present conflict resolution to young, impressionable people.
Yeah, instead of taking it to the streets, you take it to the ring. But have you seen the video of Soldier Boy training?
Yeah, it's funny.
He actually looks like you need to give him £2 a month. That's how nutrition he is. When I saw him, the man was doing dumbbell kills with 1 kg.
This is
1k or 1 or 2 kg.
No, but everybody
Soldier Boy.
everybody starts at their level. Man.
Nah, bruv. He looked like if I had that same chicken that we were talking about with that James cooked, I could use him to floss the teeth after. That's how skinny he looked. He looked worse than Casey and JoJo.
Wow.
Forever, my lady. He
Just
looked that bad.
£2 a month will help Soldier Boy train better.
He looked that bad. There's even a diss song about him now. Mike Tyson.
Have you seen the Mike Tyson one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Diss song about him.
Can someone tell me what the beef is?
All right, so basically, this is what happened. This is where
Me, I don't know.
this is the most. This is when I know that these guys are not first man, because obviously us man not getting involved with this foolishness. So, Chris Brown's got a ex woman called Karachi or something like that. Yeah,
That sounds like
or Karachi or Crotch or whatever her name is. Yeah,
Sounds
I don't
like
know.
Called the
Karate.
woman crotch.
I don't know.
Jesus.
Karachi.
Karachi,
Let's just call it
Harachi,
Harachi.
Nike Harachi. We call it that, Nike Harachi, right? And
So Chris Brown's trainers.
yeah. So Chris Brown, that was his ex, yeah? But I think they were a big couple, blah, blah, blah. The social media world loved them, right? And then Soldier Boy, after, remember his ex came to come and, I think either like the girl's picture or comment on the girl's picture. And then apparently Chris Brown now took offense to this liking, and then that's how the beef kicked off.
Seriously.
I believe so. But young Draco's been going a bit nuts these days. King Draco.
Childish thing.
Soldier Boy's been going nuts. He's been abusing everyone recently on social media, so it could be something extra. Then then it went to Soldier Boy saying that he's a blood, and I think Chris Brown's also meant to be Pyru and all of this rubbish.
Did
So then-
Soldier Boy get robbed?
he didn't get robbed, apparently. He looked like he got robbed, but he didn't actually get robbed.
Okay.
The guy that said to get off me, and then one of the big homies came and stopped it and was like, what are you doing?
Yeah, he actually threw his phone down.
Yeah.
I've seen that video
Yeah,
from a different angle.
he didn't get robbed, but it looked like he got robbed. But yeah, so I think that's the whole reason as to why this thing started. And then it escalated to them cussing each other back and forth on social media, because that's what men do these days, as well as wearing tight trousers. And then they've now got into a point
And
where
shaving their pubics.
yeah, they're now gonna get into a boxing match in the ring. That's
No,
how it's kicking off.
But the thing about it is, so here's the thing. So I said like before, conflict resolution could possibly a good method to show conflict resolution in a not so much non-violent, but in a controlled violent way, if that makes any sense.
Nope.
Yes.
And the second thing that I'm gonna say is if they raise money off of this is another income revenue stream, because do you remember Celebrity Deathmatch?
yes.
Yeah, so then
Yes.
that's what we could turn into. We could turn into celebrity boxing match, like people who are celebrities that don't like. Celebrities are human beings, they don't like other people the same way that normal people don't like other people. If they can take it to the ring and get a payday out of it as well, I don't see many celebrities that are going to be like, nah, unless they're models.
Apparently, there's an undercard now where there's 21 Savage versus 22 Savage, and then whoever wins gets to keep the Savage.
Little Uzi.
I don't know who any of these people.
Little Uzi Vert called out Lil Wayne for the
What's the
same
fight?
boxing thing.
21 Savage.
Who's gonna drink the most lean?
I don't think he's refused to do the fighting. He said that he's not. He doesn't see the need to do it.
Okay, so he's happy to have the two Savages.
Who are these people?
Let it be known,
Mr.
that them
Wolf,
two.
I am confused.
Let it be known that before
Sound like a mate.
they even existed, there was the Randy Macho Man Savage, who is always and will be the original Savage. All of these new Savages are just normal. They're not even savage. They're mild. They're not savage. None of them is savage.
So just slightly angry, just upset.
21 Savage is a rapper, a very very ignorant rapper. He talks about ignorant things, and 22 Savage is somebody that came along after.
How original is that name?
Hold on. Run that by me again.
There's a rapper called 21.
22 Savage.
Yes. So what happened was, because I think 50 Cent is the promoter for these fights.
Yes,
so I think he like, 50 Cent, he likes stirring beef in it. So what's happened is that 20. I don't know if he's like instigated it, but basically it's 22 Savage called out 21 Savage. Taking into account 21 Savage, as much as you don't know him, is the one that's rising up the ranks. Like, just signed with LA or Babyface so
he's one of the big boys.
Yeah, he's just signed a big record deal. He's one of these youngsters that is on the up and up.
He has a crucifix.
Whereas 22 Savage is not on the up and up, basically, or he's regional. And the other one is now national.
No, I don't think I think the 22 Savage guy is actually meant to be like what's that guy that used to pretend to be Michael Jackson back in the day? The white guy.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I know you're
He's a bit. He's meant to be. He's actually meant to be like a fake
Justin Timberlake?
No,
I was gonna say that as well.
No, the one that did the spoof videos all the time. You know, I'm fat. Yeah,
Weird Al
Yeah,
Yankovic.
I think because I think the guy was more like a YouTube sensation type thing,
to be honest,
and he just pretended to be. He just took the just to cause beef. He just said, "I'm gonna call myself 22 Savage now."
For the lulz of it. So basically, all right, fine, 22 Savage. So they said, "I'll fight you in the ring to see who can basically keep
Who's
the
more
savage name." No, we'll keep whoever wins the fight keeps the savage name, and the other one, has to run away with the tails between their legs.
What kind of mentality is that you're gonna fight a man for the title of Savage?
I don't.
Do you know
that is the correct mentality to fight somebody for. If you're gonna be a savage, you're gonna fight.
Here's the thing, though. I'm gonna take it back. There's no original Savage apart from Doc Savage. And only those that know Doc Savage know Doc Savage. Simple, you know Doc Savage?
I wasn't around when...
Mr. Wolf, do you remember Doc Savage?
I don't know him.
Yeah, no one knows Doc Savage.
I can't remember.
You have to remember you're from a different...
I am from a different life.
Is he before the Randy Macho Man? Savage.
He's before Randy.
Are you sure?
He's way before
Queen
Randy.
Elizabeth.
He's before Queen Elizabeth. Elizabeth.
Simple, Simon. I just want to... this is Stavros speaking. I want to point on what you mentioned earlier. I do see the positives in this, but there's also negatives as well, because you don't necessarily see certain other celebrities saying that, taking their disputes to public and then saying that we have to fight over it as well.
Oh no!
So as much as I see that it is a better avenue to go down than to take it to the streets, as you know, but does it have to be that? Does it have to be deep at all that we have to do anything about it? Can't we just like shut up? Shut up!
Look, the levels of denigration have just changed. That's all. So the denigration before was to just kill a man. Now we've graduated. Why should I kill you when I can make money off your ass? But like they don't care about the image that is being portrayed to people that are outside of the culture.
Put respect on it.
Yeah, but that's not very influential then, is it?
Bonfire on makeup.
Yeah, but
I don't know where that came from.
It's influential for the people that are part of the culture.
Yeah, I get it.
But that's very stupid people then.
But there's loads of them.
Can I ask?
They're all stupid.
Can I ask a question that spurred from something that we all saw in we got a WhatsApp group with our people then, and you if you've heard of any of the past episodes, you might have heard of our boy Mr. Peter Rockstar Swift, and he posted something in this group, and it was a deep thing. I don't know if it's real. Basically, the situation was a armed robber came into a house and was trying to rob a house, and it was a wife, a husband, and some kids. And basically, what the wife did to stop the robber or to distract the robber is to drop to her knees and to
Fillet.
basically, yes, perform fellatio on the robber to allow the man to be distracted, so her husband could crash a chair on the back of his head and basically stop the robber. Now, I think it's a fake story.
Of course.
I believe it's a fake story. I think we all was like, this is nonsense. But then it did spur the question as to how far are you prepared to go to protect your family? And I would like to ask everybody this question. What thing do you think you can draw the line at where you say, I'm not doing that?
I think that's too broad. I think you should just talk about the specific incident.
I don't want to talk about that. Because somebody's going down. So I don't know.
Just to say where you draw the line, then where? I don't know.
I don't know. I'm just thinking, where do you go to the line where you say to yourself, you know what, I'm just not going to do it. I'm not doing that.
I'll be honest with you. You know what I thought you were gonna say?
What's that?
I thought you were gonna talk about the video where them Jews was beating up the traffic warden.
Nah, we can get to that if you want to.
Because I upset me. I'm gonna lie. That upset me.
That one was Fug Life. But on a level, is there anything that you think that you couldn't do for your beloved ones? Or is this something you just don't even want to answer?
I can't get into that mentality. To be honest with you, them kind of things, the situation has to occur for you to know what you can and can't do. We can sit here and it's warm in there, isn't it? It's warm in there. I don't have any real desires. I don't really have any needs. I'm not hungry. I'm not thirsty. Like, everything's alright. If I need a drink, I can open the fridge. It's all good. Like, until you're in a situation where your pulse is up, your temperature's up, it looks like you really are gonna lose members of your family. You don't know what you're capable of.
Well,
do you know what I mean?
If you're just robbing me, then take my stuff, not my wife. That's Stavros talking. I can replace the money you took from my safe. I can replace the expensive picture you took from my wall, and I can replace the whatever
the image
whatever,
that I've got in my head
the
is
jewelry.
the rubber coming out. Give me your wife. No, take the TV.
Don't touch the jollof.
So, but I can't. I cannot replace I can't replace you. You know, really abusing my
It
wife.
makes sense. I mean, if you're in Nigeria, then you got a problem because robbers just kill you.
They just shoot. No logic.
But
Leg,
over here,
bang.
yeah, I mean,
Tourists is not true. We need your tourism. Please come to
We
Nigeria.
know that's from my perspective, the story is a lot of rubbish. It's fake. It's just one of them social media nonsenses, isn't it? But for a woman to get on her knees and give a man a blowjob in front of her man, and so a man can hit him over the head. Come on, mate. You can tell that woman's been up to a madness before.
Ooh.
Do you know what was also funny about that story?
Ooh.
It also said in that story that the husband said, she doesn't even give me head.
Like that.
And we're gonna have to talk about this later.
So she must have given it at a certain level and for a certain time, and he must have looked and felt,
Yeah, because
that ain't quite right.
there was also a quote saying she was down there for quite a while.
So wait a minute, you lot are not saying that the woman is backing it for the family. You lot are still judging the woman for protecting her whole family.
I'm just sitting there looking at them. I think to myself, boy.
They
have stated that they don't think it's real, but still, that judgment is there, boy.
Wow.
Stavros didn't judge. I said
No, I'm talking about these misogynists.
I'm talking about simple.
I'm
talking about webs
pro simple
and Mr. Wolf. That's deep.
I'm not being misogynistic at all.
I'm saying you're wrong.
I'm just stating what was said in the article.
So you wasn't agreeing with Mr. Wolf that something must be a right.
Well, there's seriously something wrong if she stayed down there for a good while and gave good head and does not give head to the husband.
If you're there standing there watching instead of hitting the man on the head, what do you want us to be doing?
Why? I don't know why the husband was doing what he was doing.
Do you know, it's partly his fault then.
In essence, yeah.
So then, but why did we have to probe for us to get there?
Why did you have to use the word probe?
Okay.
You should do better. You should be better.
Be better.
Is that what the husband should say to the wife? Do better. Be better.
Joker. No, but seriously, this Jewish thing where they were beating up the
Speak on it, Simple Simon. What's happening? What's happening?
So I look. I don't know the full context of the thing, but I see the video where the traffic warden, and obviously with the traffic warden, more than likely he's gonna be of an ethnics. This guy was a black guy.
Very African.
He looked very
I
African.
was wondering, why is it you people care about this thing? I was thinking this is a non-issue for me.
Back your
Have
Volvo
you seen the
down.
video?
The traffic
No,
the traffic
I
warden's
don't
on
care.
one of them moped things, yeah.
Let them beat him.
And I don't know what happened before this moment, but I see him on a moped thing trying to scoot away, and in doing so, he ran over one of the Jewish men. Now it's the Hasidic Jews, like the ones that are still in mourning, the ones that are wearing black all the
And
time.
the Orthodox Jew, because I know that we got people from maybe different areas that have Jewish people that's not very Orthodox. In England, a lot of the Jews that are here are mostly the Orthodox Jews.
Yeah.
So they're the ones that wear the hats.
How do you know that?
They're in the mourning.
True, but we see a lot of Orthodox
Yeah,
Jews.
and the ones that aren't Orthodox, you
Don't see them. Yeah, I hear that.
Possibly,
But
possibly.
this one is like the Orthodox Hasidic
Hasidic
Jews,
okay,
yeah.
Yes.
So they're all in black, like the
Ringlets at the side of their head.
the
and
mourning,
hat.
the mourning garments,
That
yeah.
mourning.
So what you see in the video is the warden like trying to get away on the bike because he's being swarmed by them, and he must have licked down one of someone told me tell her. He must have licked down one of the man them.
No, he ran over somebody's foot. That's why they tried to stop him in the first place.
Okay, so he ran over somebody's foot, but in the video he licked down one of the man them.
This is on a scooter.
On a scooter.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like he was rolling already. He started to try to take off, and he licked down the man at the time. As soon as he licked down the man, now all of them just ganged him. One time, I saw Jews coming from everywhere. They ganged him and held him down on the floor. A couple man.
That just
They came-
sounded
they came-
like some Nazi propaganda.
They came from Stamford Hill. They came from Jerusalem. They came from everywhere.
We saw the Jews come from everywhere. They came from the left. They came from the right.
Can I explain?
And they swarmed. Did you use the
They
word swarmed?
swarmed. No, they did, because if you see it, you saw what happened.
Warm.
They held him down on the floor, put his arms behind his back, or whatever. Now, the question I want to ask you, is
Good for the
No,
Jews.
you need to understand what they were actually doing was a citizen's arrest. That's what they said. Citizen's arrest. They were screaming.
How many citizens needed to arrest that one?
Bro, there was about 40 of them, and one of them gave the man a rock bottom right off the top of the.
and that's what I'm saying. Proper it was like police brutality. It was like when they said citizens arrest, they were like, yeah, we're part of the police force.
I really wanted Jim Ross to. Jim Ross is one of the commentators in wrestling, by the way.
Oh my god!
Yeah, I really wanted him to do the commentary for this because seriously,
You know, by the time this comes out, somebody would have done that.
yeah,
already.
because the man rock bottomed him off the top of the scooter, put him to the floor, and then about 80 man, it was like the Royal Rumble, 80 man were on top of him.
Trust me.
Citizen arrest,
Trust
citizen
me.
arrest.
all in their garment.
All in their
Also,
garment.
did they look a bit like Neo from the Matrix?
Yeah,
Yeah, Agent Smith.
Mr.
Yeah, when they're all
Anderson,
jumping, Agent Smith is all jumping. Yeah, that's exactly what they look like. Everybody was jumping on top
Multiple
of the one.
Smiths.
He was on the floor. They took his helmet from him as well, so he couldn't even protect his head. And they was just there sitting on
They
him.
gave him licks. Because
Yeah,
he
some of them
kind
are
of
kicking him up.
bloody on his head and stuff. But the question I was going to ask you is, if you happen to be passing by that, would you walk up by, knowing that that's like you see? Would you do that, knowing that there's one black man getting licked down by a whole heap of people?
Would you help your fellow Af?
I made it racial. And you know it's a fellow Af as well. You look at him and you can see Nigeria in his eyes.
But you also know he's a traffic warden.
Yes, but he's still a human being. He still goes on to eat this thing at night.
No,
When
the
he
question
goes on-
the question would be: would you help Tunde knowing that 2 weeks previous he gave you a ticket?
Well,
Somebody has to enter some sound effects there, some cricket.
Boy, if I had known that he's giving me a ticket and I'm seeing him getting pushed down like that,
what goes around,
I don't know, you know.
Sounds a bitch,
I might ask him to rescind that ticket. It depends. If I did the thing and I got a ticket rightly, then I got a ticket rightly. I accept things when I've done something wrong. I'm not gonna scream and shout and traffic warden for giving me a ticket if I know I did the thing wrong.
Yeah, Mr. Consequences.
So if I didn't do it wrong, and he's just giving me a ticket for the sake of giving me a ticket, like there's sometimes when you go and get the actual ticket themselves, and before you even come back, they try to write your ticket, then I've got a problem with you. But if I did the thing,
Forget
and I
the
got a
ticket business. You see a black
don't wanna
man on
forget.
the street getting thumped by 40 Hasidic Jews.
I'll be scared, bro. Because Hasidic Jews don't ramp. They don't usually even conversate with others. So for them to be able to jump and do matrix move the way they were doing, I will be scared. I will join, but I will be scared.
Simple. What would you do?
I like to feel like I'd join, you know.
Yeah, but
Are
we
you sure,
can
though?
all like to feel what
Join
we
in
would
with
do.
the
No,
Jews.
but the reason why I'm saying that is because, like I said to you before, sometimes when you're in the situation, it's different to what you'd say when you're sitting down in a comfortable
40
position.
man.
So what I'm saying is, I would like to think that if it come to it, I would join, even if it's not to go and drop kick somebody in the chest. at least to say, nah, you can't behave like this, right?
There were there was, as much as they were on top of him, I think there was enough of in control of themselves that you could actually probably tell them to get off the man and they would have got off. If people were to get involved and to get off the man, because they were angry and they wanted the police to come, because they was waiting for the police to attend. So if you told them, get off him, you don't need to sit on top of him, he'll stay, I think they would have got off. And actually there was one guy that actually did do that, and he came later and he did sit on top of them, and he I told them to get off and whatever, and they got off.
Let me put it to you like this: there were less people on top of Eric Gardner when he suffocated than there was on top of this man. So they could have accidentally suffocated the guy, and that's where I have a problem with it. But anyway, I just thought I'd bring that to the light because it just needed to be said.
Do you think if you threw the Quran in, they would disperse?
Jesus!
And on that note,
web slinger.
Usually,
Yes.
man, crook up my neck.
and on that note, brother.
I go around of applause for that one. Bro. That's dope, man.
Suicide bomb.
I don't know where
That was a rock bottom, right?
I don't know where you got that one from, but that was next level, boy.
And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the end of. You like making. That brings us to the end of episode number 4 of Eloquently Saying Nothing. Let's go around, do the socials, do the church notes, and then get out of here.
The church notes.
That's what I'm calling them from now on.
Do you know what that little music segment was from?
Yes.
That's right.
Does everybody else know where that's from?
The youngsters.
Me, I don't know.
I'll
The
find it.
youngsters. Educate.
That's from old Spider-Man cartoons.
Okay, that's good.
Speak to him.
That's good. We're happy for you.
Spider-Man and his friends, and amazing friends.
Amazing.
That's
friends.
it.
You old dusty
Firestar and
black
Iceman.
I don't know what's wrong with these people. I'm gonna get out of it, man. Simple Simon. I'm saying, like, be good to yourselves, be good to each other, and remember, we need to come together in this Black Power market stuff. Like, let's really, really do this emoji. Sorry,
Emoji.
Let me really.
Emoji.
Let's really do this. Let's really
Emotional
get together.
Jews.
Oh, come on. So yeah, let's definitely get together on that.
Juju on the beat.
Also, on the side note, Bray Miles looks better in clothes. I just wanted to say that in life.
Wahala is saying laters. You can catch me on Twitter as Big Wahala. You can catch me on Instagram at Big Wahala. I would like to say that Nigerians need to learn to soften their meat, and I would like to say that we are a disgrace in the African Nations Cup. And with all of that being said, I still think we're better than them square-headed Ghanaians. Goodbye.
This is Mr. Wolf. Catch me on all the socials, man. Connect with the other guys, and then you'll find me. I can't be asked to mention my socials, but yes, I'll co-sign everything that Wahala said. Goodbye, good night, so long, farewell, Avidas and goodbye.
Sunrise is your boy Samuel the actor. Sunset, it's DJ Webslinger. www.esnpodcast.com. Just listen, man.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, like we've said a couple of times throughout the show, you can catch ESN on all the socials at ESN Podcasts. Wahala's started off doing the Sterling job. Thank you for that drinking sound effect. It's wonderful. What is that? He started off the movement on Instagram, so come follow us there, and we're all tweeting and whatnot. On Facebook, you can come follow us at ESN Podcasts with an S, Podcasts. So link up there and you'll get all the latest episodes. We are now on YouTube as well. We're on Stitcher. We're on iTunes. Also, yeah, for the people that are listening to us on iTunes, please rate and review. Just tell us what you think and put a review. The more you review, the higher up the rankings we go, the easier it is for people to find us. The bigger the podcast gets, the more money we make, and then we can leave all you people behind. So please do that for us, please. Alright, I'm Stavros Bus. You can catch me at Stavros Bus everywhere. And this episode is done.
Remember, people, if you ain't saying nothing, say it well.
Slap
Who the hell was that? That was a belly growl.